What is really happening in Iran? In recent days, many reports have circulated about the possible collapse of the Iranian regime. But why has Iran become so unstable? And how did clashes reach the streets of Tehran? On the night of June 13th, 2025, Israel carried out a surprise attack, assassinating several of Iran's top military commanders and nuclear scientists. The goal was clear: regime change and the destruction of Iran's missile and nuclear programs. The war ended after just 12 days, but in the months that followed, Israeli reactions and official statements showed that this conflict failed to bring Israel significantly closer to its strategic objectives. However, the economic damage from that 12-day war, combined with years of severe sanctions and poor economic management, delivered a serious blow to Iran's economy and to people's purchasing power. At this point, Israel appears to have shifted from military confrontation to Plan B, a security and intelligence-based war, an arena in which it has deep expertise. After sharp currency fluctuations, economic protests began across Iran on December 29th. Until January 7th, these protests were mostly calm, with limited casualties. Everything changed on January 8th. Following a public call by Reza Pahlavi, the son of Iran's former Shah, urging people to take to the streets and overthrow the regime. In a single night, multiple reports emerged of arson, beheadings, and shootings attributed to pro-Pahlavi groups. Between 100 and 300 Iranian police and security personnel were reportedly killed. Following this, the Iranian government decided to confront armed groups far more aggressively. By January 9th, a near-war situation unfolded in several cities, with the highest death toll recorded that night. Yet reports indicate that due to unprecedented violence by protesters and the severe response by security forces, demonstrations declined sharply after January 10th. In the past 2 nights, cities like Tehran have seen almost no protests at all. At this point, it appears that the only remaining option for Israel to prolong instability would be direct military intervention by the United States and Israel. Mass rallies in support of the Islamic Republic, including one on Monday with nearly 2 million participants in Tehran alone, suggest that the regime's core support base remains strong and active. So despite economic pressure, unrest, and external interference, the situation inside Iran is far more complex than many headlines suggest.